Hey, wanted to give some advice on how to replace a Sony Vaio laptop battery without spending too much money. So this is the laptop in question. It's the Sony Vaio from, it's probably got serial numbers on the back, I'm not going to show you. It's from like 2012, I think it's the SVS13 model, and the official batteries on eBay cost, or maybe official, wherever you get them, the official batteries that I price shopped, they cost about like 60 or 80 bucks to replace, but you can get some ghetto ones on eBay for like 25 or $30. Well, they said they were compatible with like the model number on the battery, but once I plugged the replacement eBay battery in, the laptop, it wouldn't charge, and I think it wouldn't turn on just with the battery by itself. The charging light wouldn't come on, and some other guy on YouTube said that basically the way you can fix this is you need to pull out the BIOS battery and just let that reset, and then plug it in, charge it again, and it'll work. But these Vios, like they don't have a way to easily access the BIOS battery, which kind of sucks. But I don't want to like completely take a laptop apart just to replace the battery. So I looked at replacing the battery. So one person suggested that, oh yeah, and the reason that the laptop won't accept it, the batteries have this little chip inside them that does things, counts cell voltage, whatever, and apparently it also has some kind of like serial number on it. And my laptop has decided it wouldn't talk to the chip that was in this eBay battery. So some other guy on the internet suggested, well, just take the battery cells from the new battery and put them into your original Sony battery. So I set to work to do that, and I just wanted to give you guys a quick rundown on what it would take to do that. Basically, it sucks. You probably don't want to try to do it. The Sony battery is glued like all across here on both, I think on both sides of the battery, and getting this thing cracked open with a utility knife. Well, these guys, there's another video that shows you how to do it. It's awful. It's like it's all bent. It's never going to go back together well. The ghetto eBay battery, though, it actually came apart surprisingly well. So what I've actually wound up doing was, instead of like putting the new cells into my Sony battery, I actually wound up taking the Sony little circuit board and putting it into the ghetto eBay battery. So this is the ghetto eBay battery circuit board. The Sony one is vertical, but basically what you'll find is that they have 4 wires coming off of them. Don't quote me on which one is which, but a ground wire, a positive wire, and then 2 leads that basically represent the midpoint between these 2 batteries and these 2 batteries, and then your negative and positive. So basically, as long as you have electrical wiring skills, soldering skills, they are a little small. It's nothing crazy small, but it is like some pads on the circuit board. You can disconnect the wires from the circuit board and pop the Sony circuit board into your ghetto eBay battery, and then your laptop will accept it. And I've done that with this one. I would like to show you what the inside of the new one looks like, but it's not really glued together very well. It's just kind of hanging together there inside the laptop, so I don't want to pull it out and show you guys. But it charges, and it holds a charge. It's wonderful. I can keep using my wonderful old Sony laptop again. Also, one other important piece of information. When you're going to open up these batteries, basically you're using your utility knife and sort of poking it in there, kind of wedging it until you can kind of pop it open and get down sort of in a seam, and then you have to, on the Sony batteries, quite forcefully push it through. On the eBay batteries, not as forcefully. Just kind of open that up, maybe break any adhesive. On the eBay batteries, I had to insert the blade this way. On the Sony batteries, I had to insert the blade that way to follow the seam. So just be aware that there might be a different direction with the utility blade. And now I'll run to another clip where I just show you some of the internals of the Sony battery and the eBay battery, just so you have kind of a rough idea of what you're up against. Okay, so the 4 terminals. There's VG, voltage ground, VP, voltage positive, whichever, yeah, that one. Sorry, big one. There's a VM and VH. This like yellow, white wire. VM, the yellow one, goes, yeah, to the midpoint between these two cells. So then the VH, yeah, VH, the white one goes to, yeah, between these two cells. And then this positive terminal is going to be at the end, ground is going to be here. Let's see, and on this, that's the original, on this replacement pack, we have the same 4 wires, color coded nicely, positive and negative, black and red.